What is the best Julius Caesar story? Find out today on Kentucky Fried Chronology. Oh wait, no, we keep acting like it's still music. I changed it to the battle noises a long time ago.
Oh, right.
Every episode we're still like
We're stuck in routines. Sorry.
But
Anyway.
I'm Bo.
And I'm Chuck.
And we are your Kentucky Fried Chronologists. Welcome back to another episode of the internet's favorite two dumb drunks talking about fun history stuff. Chuck, what are we doing?
Tonight we're talking about one of history's greatest men, and we're not doing great man history. However,
I mean,
kind of
are. I don't know why you said that. I was like, wait, we totally are doing great man history right now, dude.
Kinda, yeah.
We're doing the greatest man history, the single greatest motherfucker to ever exist in the history of the entire world.
No, we haven't done the Jesus episode yet. He's in the.
That is not at all where I expected you to go. I really didn't. I didn't know. I had
seeing the buff Korean Jesus meme made me add Jesus.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I had no idea you were so religious, brother.
Can't talk up Caesar that much.
I pray at the altar of those abs. That's all it is, right?
Anyway, certainly the greatest Roman. Let's call it that way.
Greatest European.
Yeah, but it kind of takes away from a lot of the great ones that came after him. Charlemagne.
Name one.
Charlemagne. Richard the Lionheart.
Got captured and died from a 12-year-old's arrow.
Edward the Longshanks.
Oh, he's an asshole. Fuck him.
Charles. You can't name.
Come on, keep going.
Charles of Sweden, the first. The really good one.
The tyrant who pillaged and burned his way through Europe for about 5 years?
Through Russia. It doesn't count.
Those aren't people. Sorry, I forgot. The Russians aren't people.
They don't count as Europeans.
They're not communists yet. They're still people at this point.
Fair enough. Cut.
Cutting that. Sorry.
Oh, maybe hit the bottle a little too hard.
No, you're just feeding me really good material right now.
We're getting sidetracked.
What were we talking about? Julius Caesar. I'm trying to put him over. I clearly am a Julius Caesar fanboy.
Chuck's
like, I like him. He's okay.
I do. He made a real dick move of dying at an inconvenient time.
The real dick move to die right now.
Pretty much.
When I get in trouble for using that clip, you think Team 4-Star would let me? It's like 5 seconds. Surely I can use that clip.
We did it. It's one of those. We did it as making a joke from something else.
Yeah, parody. It's parody. The same shit that they do.
It's parody, but don't
enjoy Guru dying clip.
Would be a real dick move to die right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much essentially what happened to Caesar. He basically, even though I've seen some of the more recent research on him, he was corrupt, but again,
aren't they all
less corrupt than all of his contemporaries?
Define corrupt.
And all of the actions.
Corrupt by our standards or by Roman standards?
Both.
No, I don't think so. Because he was just as corrupt as everybody else. He bribed as many people as everybody else bribed. This is Roman politics. That's how it worked. We look on it like, oh, that's awful. Why would they do that shit? It's just Tuesday to them.
Yeah.
Oh, you got all the votes? How'd you do that? It's like, well, I mean, I had
a little bit of minor treason.
I paid off 8 of the senators to make sure they voted my way. And I married off my nephew to his niece, shit like that.
Yeah, that would work a lot.
It's just Roman politics. I don't agree that he was more or less corrupt than anybody else. He was a politician like all of them.
So, corrupt.
Oh, and it was researching. I never knew this. Do you know he was a lawyer?
Yeah. He argued.
I'm starting to not like him now. I'm talking myself out of fucking Julius Caesar. I was like, wait, he was a politician.
And a lawyer.
Ooh, and a lawyer. Fuck, next you'll be telling me he was a bureaucrat.
No, he
Yeah, he skipped that one. Thank God.
Yeah, he
fuck,
skipped that one.
fuck a bureaucrat.
Anyway,
Look at you,
except for
Hermes.
Hermes Conrad.
No, Hermes. He's a buzzkill. Except when he's,
Not.
not.
Anyway,
I thought I had more of a joke there. I screwed it up.
No. Yeah. Anyway, so Julius Caesar, he's born, obviously.
No, he just popped into existence one day.
No, that was Chuck Norris.
Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot.
That was Chuck Norris. So
The Big Bang and then Chuck Norris.
Pretty much.
Hey, well, he's born of a patrician family, the nobles of Rome, but he's
one of the poorer ones.
no, they're of long lineage, just as his dad and his uncles and everybody kind of probably fucked his money up and stuff, but they still got the name, right? And
the House of Julii, isn't it?
When so he's got enough to be made priest of something when he's young, so he gets to dick around doing basically nothing until he's like 18, 19 years old. And then Sulla happens. Sulla,
the rebellion,
the first dictator of Rome,
yeah,
comes in, takes over. He does the prescription lists where he starts going through and just killing off all of his enemies and stuff. Well, Caesar ends up on that list because Sulla wanted him to divorce his wife, and Caesar flipped him the bird and said, "Fuck you, old man," and then promptly had to go on the run. for like.
Oh shit!
For like a couple of years, right? He's just like, he can't stay in one spot. He's having to like bribe people to like cover for him and shit, because if he gets caught at their place, they could be executed too and shit.
Yeah.
But finally, somebody, I think it was his mom, convinces Sulla to let him off the hook.
Yeah.
And he can finally start his Roman career, right? The path of the Roman noble. You work for, you got to go off and do military stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
become tribune.
And all that shit. So he goes off to Asia Minor to, start his military stuff. And during the siege of some city against the Pontians, Pontus and his fucking people, the Pontic Empire, some siege, he gets awarded like the Roman Medal of Honor. Right? The
laurels.
Yeah, we've all seen it. That's why we all see that oak leaf thing on him. It's not just because he's the Caesar. He wore that thing all the time. Even later, when he was like way past this, he's in his 50s. He's walking around the Senate. He'd pop it on at parties and stuff, and like the other senators would have to like acknowledge him and fucking be like, "Hail, hero of whatever the fuck." And it would. Even the ones who didn't like him had to do it, and it just tickled him to death to make, like Cato the Elder fucking have to fucking acknowledge him.
Yeah.
But that's way later. But this is where he got the oak leaf laurels. But somewhere on the line of him going to or going back across the water at some point, he ends up getting captured by pirates. And this is one of my favorite Julius Caesar stories. I don't care if it's not real or if it was made up for propaganda. It's so awesome. His ship gets taken prisoner. He gets took to the pirates' like little island camp and stuff, and they're like, "We're gonna ransom you for 20 gold talents or silver talents and stuff." And he's just like, "Are you all offended? Are you fucking out of your mind? 20 talents? I'm easily worth 50. I demand you ask for more money for my release." And the pirates laugh and are like, "Okay, asshole. If you think you're worth 50 talents, that's what we'll ask for." Right. So they send the people off, and luckily Caesar does have friends who are like, "Oh, fuck yeah, we'll gather that up for him." But while in the meantime, he's still on the island, and he's acting like it's a summer vacation spot. Like he's like lounging on the beach, working on his speeches. He's practicing the speeches at night that he wrote on the beach earlier that day on the pirates to see their reactions to stuff. Like he's like practicing his fucking oratory while he's there. And him and the captain get to be kind of buddies, right? They're like hanging out, they eat dinner together and stuff. And Caesar would joke, he's like, as soon as they pay that ransom, I'm going to come back here and crucify all of you. Oh, Caesar. Yeah, sure you are. Because he's like a 20, 22, 25-year-old kid, right?
Spoiled rich.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, this fucking asshole." But the money shows up, and they let him go. Hey, we're rich. Fuck yeah. And he goes back to Rome, and immediately was like, anybody want to lend me like 50 ships and some soldiers so I can
go deal with that?
Go deal. They're like, well, we already spent all this money. He's like, I'll get it back for you.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. So they give him some ships and stuff, and he sails back to this. And these guys are sitting around because they're
counting their talents.
Yeah, they're drinking, having a grand old time. Nobody knows where this island is. That Caesar kid's not coming back. I bet they didn't even give him a second thought after they got the money.
Oh.
And then suddenly in rolls Caesar at the head of the ships. He was like, "Hi, bitch! I told you I'd come back." Captures all of them. And he's gathered them all up, and he's like, "Look, you guys, I mean, we had some good times, right?
Right?
Yeah, we had fun. Dude, like, we played that game by the beach with the shells. Remember? That was so fun.
Lull them into
yeah, but
sense of security.
I did give my word I would come back and crucify you.
So I have to do that now.
I do, but I'm a nice guy. I'm going to slit your throats first before I nail you to the cross." How's that sound? Sound good to everybody? Fair trade, right? That's exactly what he does. Which, I mean, to be fair, it is better than just being left upon the damn thing. Yeah. So, and he gets the money back plus interest because he got all the rest of the loot that the pirates had back there. So he's able to pay back the people that posted his bond and had some left over to throw himself a little party. Because he's back in Rome and stuff.
Oh yeah, by this point.
Yeah. And then I think right after this, he gets named Tribune for the first time, and then he goes.
By this point, he's got.
And then he goes and serves with Crassus during the Spartacus rebellion and stuff. I could keep going, but I'm not going to. What's one of your favorite Julius Caesar stories?
It's a little bit. It's after the Spartacus rebellion because watch the show. I mean, it's
which show?
Spartacus.
Oh no, fuck that! They paint him in a really bad light in that show.
Yeah,
they turn him into like a sexual sadist.
Yeah, which
I've
weird.
Never heard any record of anywhere. I mean, he liked the ladies. I've never heard anywhere he was a pervert.
I don't know.
I mean, what he did in the show, what he did to that one lady.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
oh, God,
I
forgot about
that.
that.
You forgot about that, didn't you? Because you didn't want to think about it until I mentioned it.
Yeah, it's one of those I forgot.
That's why I was like,
I don't since I watched that
think
show.
Julius Caesar was like that.
That's a little.
If anything, he was like Quagmire.
Yeah,
he's like, "Hey, I'm rich, I'm famous, I'm handsome. Where's all the ladies?
Let's do this." Londo. He's a younger Londo Malari.
Yeah, there you go. Pulling out the Babylon 5. I like it.
That's an old reference, but yeah, it's a goodie.
Londo's the fucking man.
Oh, but anyway, my favorite Caesar story would have to be him crossing the Rubicon. Because it was kind of the point to where... All right, let me go ahead and further...
Paint the scene.
Paint the scene. This is after he has essentially conquered all of Gaul. This is after his...
victory at Elysia.
Yeah,
that's already happened.
This is after his. We're going to call it. We're going to be generous and call it an expedition into Britain. Completely failed.
I'll tell him more about that in a minute.
Yeah, but he tried anyway. This is after that, so we'll go to that. Back to that story here in a minute. The Senate is none too happy about it. But even though he has won in Gaul, it is technically an illegal war that they didn't want him to start. And in doing so, in fighting this war, he has assumed a whole lot of power and a whole lot of armies under his command, and that makes the Romans very and a lot of money, and that makes the Senate very, very nervous.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, we have to stop this. So they try to. Essentially, the Pompeian faction of the Senate tries to reinterpret the rules of the thing, or of their...
Yeah, they try to make it where like he's not supposed to be able to command armies or something, and he turns and looks at him, he's like, okay, I'll give up my armies as soon as Pompey does.
Yeah, and that was just a non-starter.
Yeah, Pompey's like, well, I'm not doing that.
and then you get this kind of back and forth political escalation for a while. This is
through the media.
I'll give this up if you don't, banana, and then
Mark Antony's the one who was
kind of largely
dealing with
most of the talking.
Remember in the Mark Antony episode, he's the one that he was being told all this shit by the Senate, and he's just like, Caesar's not going to go along with any of it.
Yeah, nice try. This won't happen. So we have an extended universe still.
Hey, man, we have a whole episode on Mark Antony that everybody should stop right now and go watch.
I know, right? Go check out Mark Antony.
Shameless plug. Go do it. All right, back to what you were saying.
Anyway, so it kind of ends up with this whole escalating thing of Caesar's essentially realizing no matter what I do, I'm never going to be able to essentially retire.
Basically, I can't go back to Rome right now.
Yeah,
if I go back to Rome, I'm going to jail.
I'm going to jail, and I can't retire like this because then they'll
Not
do
retiring in Gaul.
He doesn't. Yeah, he wants to. I think, honest to God, I think he wants Spain or Greece or not Greece yet, not yet. He wants somewhere.
Brother, he
warmer.
wants Rome.
Or he wants Italy.
He wants Rome. He wants the sea. He's like, no, fuck you. I am the most powerful, smartest, best looking, handsomest, bald patchiest motherfucker in Rome.
So you really think he was
Pompey's an old he's been an ambitious motherfucker since when he was in his 20s, convinced the Romans to give him ships to go after a bunch of pirates that kind of inconvenienced him for a couple months. They didn't torture him or anything.
He won.
Yeah, it's like, you think that kind of person is going to just be like, I'm going to give up my armies and go peacefully into retirement? Fuck no.
I'm not
Kiss the fattest part of my ass. Yeah. And that is exactly why this happens the way it happens. He wants to be the head man of Rome. Crassus is dead. He got killed in the Parthian campaign.
Yeah.
Pompey's old.
So he just wants to essentially replace Pompey, but Pompey doesn't want to do it yet.
If he feels that it is his. There's nobody better than him. Nobody else fit for the job, as they say. So, fuck, I wish I could remember it in Latin, but, the die is cast, right?
Yeah, we kind of get to the point to where it's essentially, I'm not going to get what I want unless I actually march on Rome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one legion, just one, 13, just one legion, and march it to Ravenna. Because Ravenna's nice. I want to overwinter them.
Yeah, I don't want them just marching to winter quarters, man.
I don't want them to overwinter in Gaul. It's too
dangerous over the mountains. It's hard to get supplies over the passes.
It's easier to feed them here.
Yeah.
It's just one legion. Don't worry about it, guys.
Totally fine. Makes sense. And it's the 13th. It's not like it's the 10th.
Yeah.
It's like if I brought the 10th over, then you could worry.
Yeah.
Because those are my boys. The 13th is kind of newer. Mm-hmm. Hasn't been there as long. It was raised right before the Vercingetorix rebellion.
Yeah, they were raised by Caesar, but you couldn't guarantee that this legion was Caesar's to a man yet.
Well, so the Senate thought they were just as loyal as anybody else. But
they were just
I get what they were like. I get Caesar's thinking. They're like if I walk across this thing with the 10th behind me, they're definitely going to be like, oh shit, he's on the move. He's brought his best.
He's with the tip of the spear.
Yeah, he's like they brought. Oh, what legion did he bring? The 13th, and everybody just kind of looks around like, who the fuck are they? Is there a 13th? Yeah, there's a 13th.
They're one of the newer ones.
It's right here in the books.
Oh, they must have got.
What have they done? I mean, they've had some good action in the past couple of years, but they're relatively new. I wouldn't worry about it.
Again, the spoiled.
Caesar's a genius, man. He out-psyched him.
Anyway, so Caesar has finally decided, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with their nonsense. They're just going to hem and haw until
negotiations have broken down.
And they're essentially just grasping at straws at this point. So I'm going to march on Rome. I'm going to essentially cross the Rubicon as Sulla. That was
like Sulla did. Exactly. That's why it was a big deal, because Sulla was the first Roman general to march an army to Rome
across the river.
Which was like the
last big
spiritual barrier of like the old Rome. Mm-hmm. The original.
When she was just but a wee city.
Yeah, when she was just a little, when the Etruscans were bullying them. So bringing your boys across the Rubicon, and then Caesar turning around, not even 30 years later. Yeah. And doing it again.
I didn't realize Sulla was that close to Caesar's time.
He died in 78.
You know, like I didn't realize, like, because I didn't know all that much about Sulla until I had to kind of go.
Oh, he's interesting as fuck. Go look him up. His whole thing with him and Marius is dope.
Huh. I'll have to. Anyway, but that's a different episode for a different time. Anyway, so Caesar crosses the Rubicon. Leaves Pompey and his Senate faction and his group
Supporters.
of senators completely flat-footed because they did not expect him to move with just one legion and that fast. Because they were.
What do they do?
Well, Pompey's got
run the fuck away.
Yeah, Pompey had two choices: try and muster the city of Rome to defend itself.
Yeah, with what, the city guard and the like 300 bodyguards he brought with him. Most of his armies,
he would have had to muster the
like most of his armies in like Greece.
And again,
I don't think he has any legions in actual Rome.
Pompey this is one of those Pompey. I kind of feel like he made a mistake here. He forgets that he's still popular too.
He got caught off guard and he doesn't have the manpower to defend the city the size of Rome.
Organized manpower. So yeah,
I understand exactly why he withdrew to what, Brundisium?
Brundisium, yeah. This is one of those. The TV show Rome got a whole lot of things right and more than a few things wrong.
You keep bringing up that show, man. I really liked the actor that played Pompey in that fucking shit.
Yes,
he was so good.
The actors that played Pompey and Caesar are both great.
So good.
They nailed the essence of who I think those men actually were.
I can't see another Caesar now in my head. It's
Sarian Hines.
Yeah, it's that guy. I'm like, no, you're Caesar forever now.
And Mark Antony is...
James Purfoy?
Yeah, Mark Antony's James.
Just permanently forever now. Recast it as many times as you want. It doesn't matter.
It's still... Anyway, so... Pompey's completely caught off guard, and this is where the TV show Rome gets it wrong. Pompey doesn't actually get the money out of the treasury and take it with him. It doesn't get captured by that. He just doesn't have time to gather it up at all.
Mm-hmm.
That whole plot was just added on to give Titus Pullo something to do. So Pompey and his supporters in the Senate, which the vast majority of them were. It was like,
it was like 80% of
the TV show Rome kind of showed us a mostly empty Senate because it mostly was. However,
he was not a popular man among the Senate at that point.
One of the big reasons he wasn't popular among the Senate,
Mark Antony didn't really help.
Oh yeah, Mark Antony was Mark Antony.
He didn't want to be there. He wanted to be in the field. He was a field commander. He wasn't a goddamn politician.
Anyway. So, moving on. They make it to Brundisium, and Caesar actually takes the city. However, he immediately has to take the treasury and start bribing people to keep the city under his control.
And pay his soldiers. There's a couple of legions that are about to riot at this point because they're like, our fucking tour of duty's up.
And he's got Gallic chieftains sending him messages telling him that, hey, I'm supposed to be a senator, right? I'm coming to Rome.
You just wait. You stop. You just hang out right there. I'll get to you, long hair.
So, yeah, and they do eventually, Gallic chieftains do eventually become Roman senators. They become Romanized.
That's a long time from now, though.
I'll tell you, their sons become Roman.
They're not the long-haired Gauls that we're talking about now.
Yeah.
They're
it's definitely a very
short-haired Romanized Gauls. You know, the ones that Grandpa Gaul was all pissed off about. You know, like, you're wearing a goddamn toga we used to wear.
You're drinking wine instead of beer. What's wrong with you?
Good strong mead.
Better than that grape stuff you're drinking.
You're like a pussy. Shut up, Grandpa Celt.
No,
Grumble was better.
We wore nothing but woad and steel.
It was better in my day when we used to fucking kill the Romans. Yeah, when you lived in a mud hut and you didn't have any money. Grumble.
Grumble. We could do what we want.
Yeah, you like your big stone house now, don't you, Grandpa? I guess it's okay.
It is sturdy.
It is warmer in the winter. I will give you that.
It kind of comes around.
It's got the heated floor and shit. like the Celtic, like the old Celtic grandson ended up being like a magistrate or something. He like made a bunch of money, and he's got like this 90-year-old old Celtic warrior that lives with him.
Still puts the load on everyone. There's a Raiders up north. I better be like,
He's one of the
Grandpa, come
last.
on. You're going to...
He's one of the last. He's holding on strong.
I would watch that show.
I would do. That'd be so funny.
That's a hilarious comedy.
My Gaelic grandpa.
We get Johnny Knoxville.
Yes, he's the grandpa. Right?
I like the cheat, yeah. We can kind of be.
I would watch the shit out of that. That'd be
learn
funny
your character. Learn your character so you can learn your motivation, and then you'll be able to learn.
Yeah. We'll give him all the material. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing. He's not just a jackass. Just does that on his. Just does that.
Oh wow, we got way off into the weeds.
Oh, you were done with your thing. We just started doing a bit.
The Rubicon. Yeah. So yeah, he crossed the Rubicon, ran the Senate off, and it was kind of a.
It was a glorious day for the future of Rome. This bloody republic bullshit. Now we can get into the empire.
Now we can turn it into a city of marble.
Right.
But we won't be doing that.
Nope, but it gets started here. He kills the republic. The death of the republic is Caesar's fault.
Yeah,
the Senate is still there. They're still important. That's mostly due to Octavian later because he's like, I kind of need some of these guys. Yeah, I can't run all this shit by myself.
Anyway, so what next on Caesar's long list of accomplishments? You had a story about Britain, if I recall.
Yeah, we need to talk about it because that's my other
British campaign
favorite story.
Anyway, so Caesar and Britain.
Caesar in the 50s BC, 59. It was right before the Vercingetorix Rebellion, right?
Yeah, Gaul had been initially pacified.
Yeah, he kind of pacified it, and so he's like, oh, cool, I got time to go over here and check out this island everybody's talking about. I hear they have a lot of tin.
Yes.
We should go get that.
Because tin is valuable.
So he builds a bunch of ships, and he gathers up his armies, and a storm happens and breaks all his boats and sends half of them down the English Channel. So fuck. I gotta build some more boats. So you know who was really good at building boats? These Celtic guys over here in Brittany who I just conquered like a couple of months ago. They're fantastic at building boats. I'm gonna make them build me my boats. So that's what he does. He has them build some boats. He puts his army on there and they go across. And they go to look for a place to land. Everywhere they fucking go, there's dudes with blue paint and spears and shields just waiting for them. It's like, well, the fuck? So
I would have. Okay, time out. Even me, I have no military experience, nothing other than I enjoy playing strategy video games when I've got a computer that can do it. I would have taken that alone as a sign. Maybe come back with a bigger army.
Nope. Fuck that. I'm here. I'm going to go see. And they're just tribesmen. What's the worst that can happen? So he has to force a landing. And if you've watched our 10th Legion video, this is we talked about the centurion that dove off the boat into everybody with the standard and forced everybody to go after him. That's this part. Because they pull up to try and land on this beach, and the Britons are there waiting for them. So there's slings and javelins and stuff, but they force the Britons back, and they build a little camp, right? Cool, Roman victory, yay! Right? All right. Well,
we have a foothold.
You think that, right? So he starts sending out patrols and stuff and talking to people, but everywhere he goes, he kind of gets bitch slapped. Because the people don't want to cooperate with him, the ones that do want to cooperate with him end up turning on him later. And every time he moves out in to do anything, like he sends a couple of cohorts out to forage for food, and they get attacked by a big group of the Britons. So he has to fucking rally everybody and march out there and fight them off.
Just to get food.
Just to get that cohort back out of he's like, so he's running out of food. The weather sucks.
So he's not able to get supplies. It is constantly
raining. The channels basically closed it off. As soon as they land, another storm happens, and it blows like half his ships the fuck away. So he has to send a ship back across to tell them to build more ships and come back and pick us the fuck up.
I kind of wonder what happened to the guys in the ships that got blown away.
got blown off and probably killed by Celtic tribesmen when they washed up on the shore, English or French. Wait, some Romans. Fuck them.
Yeah. There's not that many of them. You're cut off.
But finally, he's had enough. He marches out, and the big army of the Britons come, and they have a big fight and a big battle, and he wins because he's Caesar. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
So he makes the Britons give him some.
I think your mic's about to die.
Shouldn't be.
Beeping means something.
I don't know.
And mine's not beeping.
Well, I better hurry then.
So yeah, let's kind of wrap this one up a little bit.
So he, demands hostages and stuff, and gets his men back on the boat, and decides to go back. And like right when he gets back across, he gets a message. It's like, hey, this Vercingetorix guy is starting some bullshit. We might want to go deal with it. So he goes from like this, like I just
dealt with you.
Yeah, like he marks it as just an expedition. Like we weren't there to conquer anybody.
No, we were just there to look around in force.
Yeah, so he does some propaganda to make it look like a successful thing, but he had such a rough time of it. Even in his book, he's over here is like it was miserable.
Yeah, when he kept to himself and didn't let
rained all the time. Like the soldiers' armor was like literally starting to like rust on them and shit. Like no matter what they did,
there wasn't enough.
It's not the Loricrit this time; it's the chainmail, right?
Yeah,
so like this is like just like rusting away on you because there's just a constant mist and fog in fucking England. But yeah, I like that. It's like his first big setback of mighty Caesar. But what's more important is how he handles it. Because as soon as he has a chance, he goes back. And he goes back for a round two and has a much better time and actually carves out a little section of loyal tribes that are willing to pay tribute to Rome. And that's why Commodus, right? Not Commodus. Caligula?
I think was it Caligula that
starts with a C. Which is the one that went back and finally conquered it?
Sure you're not thinking of Hadrian?
No, because it wasn't him.
Was it Caracalla?
No, it wasn't him. It was Commodus or Caligula, one of the two.
Probably I think Caligula, because I think he did actually get some. There was a reason, like.
No, Caligula's the dumbass that went and had him fight the sea, so it was Commodus. Right?
Oh, because Commodus.
Not what we're talking about. That's 100 years later.
That's wrong story. Wrong leader.
And there's too many C names. Caesar, Commodus, Caligula, Calicata, fucking cum dumpster.
So you already said
Cummiest
Caesar.
Dumpsterist. I'm very sorry.
You already said Caesar.
Oh. Now those are missubstantiated rumors about him and the king of Bithynia. Or Bithynia, whatever the fuck it's called. Like, there's no proof.
We have no proof
that there was any bending over
of anything,
of anybody, or anything.
Him and the king were just roommates.
They were just buddies.
We're just friends.
Just friends. Very good friends who slept in the same room together with the servants outside the door.
No.
That didn't mean anything happened. The people who know are laughing. The people who don't are like, what the fuck are they talking about? I'm not going to explain it. Go look it up.
Yeah, it's
go look up.
It's too hilarious for us to play.
No, it's not. It's just I'm not doing it, and
we're not doing it.
I would much rather them go Google the Caesar's armies marching songs.
Yeah,
those are really funny.
Yeah. Well,
Chuck, let's give us one more fun Julius Caesar story, and then we'll wrap everything up because I feel like we've been here a while and we're almost out of booze.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, it's gonna be a fun story. I was gonna end with the death of Caesar.
Oh yeah, so super fun.
So ending on a high note. Yeah, ending on a high note. Caesar is eventually. They eventually realize that Caesar everyone in the Senate, even the people who submitted to him and kind of surrendered to him, thinking, okay, he's probably going to be an autocrat, but he'll care, he'll do shit right, and then
he's a man of the people.
Yeah, he's a man of the people, even though he's an autocrat. So he'll be a bro. I'll surrender. He's forgave so many other people, because that was kind of what let Caesar get by with so much, was that he was actually forgiving a lot of people who actually fought against him.
Merciful guy.
He was being merciful.
A lot of the senators that turned against him in the Civil War, he was like, "Don't worry about it. You're good.
You did what you thought was best at the time.
You thought what you did was good for Rome, right?" That's what he told him. What you did for Rome, like in the show.
Yeah.
Kisses him on the cheek.
I do not
fault you, Brother Gatto.
Yeah. Like basically did that whole thing, and Caesar thought all was well. He thought, "Hey, I forgave him. I didn't even.
Everything's fine, right?
I didn't
We're boys
even
now. It was all business, right? That's how he wasn't personal.
I didn't even.
Just business.
I didn't even charge them that much of a bribe with some of them, most of them. Like
I was take hostages.
Yeah, they didn't even do the whole taking sons as a hostage. That was a little bit later on. Did the Romans do that?
Not usually with other Romans.
It was usually the foreigner.
Foreign people, but they would usually exchange hostages. Like, you take some of our Romans, and we'll take some of your Huns.
Yeah.
Aetius was a hostage to the Huns.
Yeah.
That's how he knew Attila. They grew up together. But again, that's like 600 years later.
That's a long time.
That's toward the end of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, he's literally.
It went great for Aetius. He beat. Never mind. We'll just save it. Don't get me fucking started, dude. I will tangent all over the Roman Empire if you let me. I will jump in between.
Anyway, so Caesar is kind of I think in.
Well, you haven't got to that part.
I haven't got to that part. Caesar, in his mind, he's starting to think, okay, things are fine. I've dealt with Pompey. I've dealt with everything else. I dealt with the other senators. I've won. Now, time to just start settling things.
Start doing administrative stuff. He starts making laws and stuff.
That's what got him killed. He started making laws that essentially cut into the profits of the noblemen so much.
He started taking the senators' lands and giving them to his legions,
who
he promised land in Italy. And who better to take the land from
the rich
assholes that
rebelled against
him?
Yeah. So.
But we're cool now. We're totally cool.
We're cool now.
Fine.
So
nothing
eventually,
to worry about.
So yeah, they all decided they joined with Brutus, Cassius, and it essentially kind of
Cato the Elder,
Cato
the Younger.
They all decide, okay, we're going to get him there, and their plan to trick Varenus and get him out of the way works without a flaw.
I know it's from a TV show.
I know, but
as much as we want it to have happened that way,
but. Even though I know we're cut into a tangent of a TV show, that is absolutely something they would have done. They would have removed any combat-capable veterans from Caesar's side. There wasn't any there.
I know, but Caesar was well known for eschewing bodyguards because, again, he was a man of the people, right? I don't need a bodyguard. None of these people fucking love me.
Right.
He's not thinking about the Senate that hates him, though. And of course, I mean, why would he think that he's going to get stabbed in the sacred, the holy ground of the Roman Senate? Those things like that don't happen here.
Yeah,
right. I get it.
The modern day American
and they used
equivalent
it against him.
The modern day American equivalent would be as if.
That's why Octavian started the Praetorian Guard.
That too.
And had them follow him
wherever he went. Yeah.
When they were
learn from that.
Remember when they were just the emperor's bodyguards?
When they were actually honorable bodyguards. Yeah, I know.
It only lasted like 50 years.
That didn't last long at all. So yeah, if I ever do become supreme dictator of the world, the first thing I'm not going to do is start my own elite corps of bodyguards.
Nope, I got one guy.
And he's a solid bro.
And he is a solid fucking dude who will die. Hey, what's your point at me? I ain't taking no bullets for you, bitch.
Really?
Not if you're running your dick licker like you like to do. Hell no, it's your own fault.
Caesar has essentially lulled himself and allowed himself to be lulled into a false sense of security.
Yep.
No one's tried anything in a while. I'm kind of getting away with all the rules I'm doing. So I'm just, and I think that was just Shakespeare adding Shakespeare stuff.
It
The
probably
whole,
was.
the whole mystic warning him.
Yeah,
Cool story,
the
bro.
Ides of March.
Yeah.
Beware the Ides of March. That was totally just Shakespeare. And the TV show Rome. Didn't they throw that in there?
They did. They
Yeah,
had like a mystic.
Absolutely no reason.
The same mystic woman that helped. What's his name? Varenus's wife earlier in the show.
Oh, yeah, that worked out so fucking well for him.
Right. Anyway, jarring shift back to where we was actually. And so Caesar gets into the Senate room, and they essentially decided, all right, we're done. Everything is going according to plan. Let's just pull our knives out and stab the guy right here in the middle of the Senate floor. Closest thing, there was actually a similar event happen in American history, but the other way around. Apparently, Andrew Jackson assaulted someone with a cane in Congress, and he had to be restrained.
It's not nearly the same thing. Just makes Andrew Jackson more badass.
It gave me an excuse to mention Andrew Jackson.
I guess. Has nothing to do with what we're talking.
But that's like the closest, most wild thing that would have ever happened, like in the Senate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sent shockwaves that reverberated throughout what is essentially now an empire. Caesar, before he died, he essentially turned the Republic into an empire and became essentially the first emperor.
Yeah, he is the death of the Republic. And Octavian never named himself emperor. He was the primus. He was the first citizen. First amongst equals.
I thought that was Princeps.
Princeps, that's right.
Primus
is one.
First or one.
Or first. That
also the highly coveted best gladiator fight. Happens at noon, by the way. Right? But anyway, so yeah, we get to the point. Caesar's made too many enemies and hasn't killed enough of them. So he did because he
probably should have.
He probably should have, but he didn't because he was honestly too nice.
He is.
He was too nice of an autocrat.
You can go through his entire history of him. I mean, even
making
with
mostly
the pirates,
reasonable and kind-ish decisions.
Even with the pirates. I mean, it was pretty damn decent of him to kill him before he crucified him.
Yeah, because you could have left him on the beach there, and they would have died slowly over a week.
Died for days. It would have took.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty damn decent of him.
Yeah. So, and because he was too decent, the senators had to stab him to death.
He was just too good.
He was just too decent.
Good of a person. They couldn't stand it. They were so fucking jealous of that bald spot. It was so pretty.
And that statuesque wife of his. A rare breed of statue she was.
Which wife? What are we talking about?
First one. Or no, wait.
No, the first one was when he was like 19. And I think she died.
Really?
I've never heard her name. The one he told Sulla to suck it when he said to divorce her.
Huh. I thought he only had the same wife the whole time.
No.
It's one of those things.
Servilla wasn't even his wife. That was just his mistress. That was Marcus Brutus's mom that he was banging.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Calpurnia.
Yeah. I thought he was only
she ends up killing herself later because he's such a fucking hound dog going around banging everybody's fucking wives. Which is sad, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do? Player gonna play. That bald spot, man.
Anyway, so yeah, we're getting off on a tangent, ain't we?
Get off the bald spot. Help me.
Oh. Anyway, so
Caesar's dead.
So yeah, Caesar's tragically dead. So and since Mark Antony and Octavian both looked at each other and said, "I'm in charge, right?" at the same time, and then they looked at each other and then
I'm in charge, right? You're in charge. I'm in charge. No, I'm pretty sure it's me, buddy. Like, who the fuck are you? You're just like 18-year-old kid. He's like, but the will says I'm his heir.
And you're just a general.
And that now makes my name
his
Gaius Julius Caesar Octavianus. And you know those soldiers?
I'm gonna win the
those soldiers you're so proud of? They're just kind of used to following a guy named Julius Caesar. I think they'll come with me. And he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. Most of them did, except the 10th. The 10th went with Anthony.
Nice.
Except for him being an insufferable simp, man. I am
Yeah.
I was on Mark Antony's side. I wanted to see what would happen if he would have won.
Right up until he.
And we could have got rid of Cleopatra's ass. If he had never fucking got mixed up with her, I bet you money he would have won.
That's entirely possible. Or if he had her under his thumb instead of the other way around.
Goddamn way around.
Yeah. But anyway, I think it is time to decide what we will be discussing next week.
What are we doing?
Time to draw from the
did
pot.
It last time. It's my turn. English. You picked the Caesar from the pot.
All right, what will you pick?
Mighty pot of knowing.
What will we know
Grant
next
me
week?
your knowledge. This one stuck to my finger. We're taking that one. Hannibal. We're staying in Rome.
We're staying with Rome. Ooh,
Unless you want to repick.
No, Hannibal's one of my favorites.
Okay, we'll stay
Hannibal
with Rome.
Barca, the scourge of the Roman Republic. Next week on Kentucky Fried Chronology. Because he kind of was.
Yeah, he was. He was the scourge for like 17 years. We'll get into it.
For like a solid chunk of
2 decades where he was a huge fucking problem.
He did technically put Rome through their version of Vietnam, the Siege of Numantia.
A little bit. Or was it his Vietnam because he couldn't beat them and he was the one? Never mind. We'll get into that.
The Romans tried it first. Anyway, we'll get into that.
We'll do it next week. Until then, go comment, go subscribe. Check out the other shows we have on the channel. We have Chrono Kitchen. We've got the Chrono Forge.
Where he's
going to do something with brewing. We're going to make beer or something he was talking about. So look forward to that.
We'll eventually do something to that effect.
Watch for our updates on the Lewis and Clark canoe dugout that we're doing.
Because we'll be weather permitting, we'll be getting to work on that one pretty soon.
Fuck yeah. So look out for those on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. And until then, we'll see you next time. Hold up.
Yep, got to do our gimmick.
I got to do. Shh, don't tell him. You're ruining it.
Anyway.
Go out and learn something. And then back into the show. Hi, I'm me, you're you. You guys are
Hi,
you all.
I'm Bo.
I'm Chuck.
And you are the Kentucky Fried Chronologist. Entertain us.
Go. This is a terrible show.
I know.
Fuck, these guys are boring.
Oh, shit. Other way around. We're supposed to...
Oh, God. I'm so sorry.